"45 years ago, Jim Davis birthed into the universe a cosmic orange oracle. We have been napping and being angry and avoiding pies with him ever since."
Ooh, come join us. Jump into this big, three-paneled, spider-hating, lasagna-loving pie tarot card that this is.
This
is
Mystic Lasagna. Happy Monday, Paul.
Ooh, happy Monday, Alex.
I've got my ASMR Mystic voice going today.
Ooh,
See
I'm
how long I can
click-clacking
keep it up.
a pan, lasagna pan. Click, 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 click. Click, tappy, tap, tap, tap.
Come with us and slurp into the layers. It would be a really incredible bit for us one day to just be like,
just all ASMR.
ASMR, and we just like literally eat a lasagna into a microphone.
Ew. No. I could. I just can't. I can't.
You don't have to listen.
I can't
it's not
do
for
it.
you, Paul.
I can't
It's not for
do
you.
that.
It's for other people. I mean, I'm with you. I'm somebody who actually I really love ASMR. Like I love it. I listen to one every night. I thought I was a freak of a human being before the term came into the zeitgeist. I thought I was a fucking barber pervert that got shivers every time I got a haircut. I was like, what is wrong with me? Why do I love it when I'm sitting on the exam table at the doctor's office and I rustle on that paper and that paper goes like shh, and then a nurse is like, let me see your arm please, just gonna check your, and I'm like, ugh. What's going on?
Wow. Yeah,
I did.
I don't know. Is that that deli paper? You did what?
I mean, I got tingles, and for years I was just like, I don't know, this is a weird kink I've got, and then
I just love small noises.
Yeah, and then because it is, no matter what people say, to some degree sexual. Them tingles make it down to your perineum. And yeah, man, and it came into the zeitgeist, and I was like, okay, it's okay, sweet, it's a thing, great, they're my people. Where are my tingle heads?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and but I still can't, there are some of them, and I love it, but I love somebody quietly telling me about their rock collection, or someone explaining how a fountain pen works, very quietly. I love that. Or a fake doctor's visit or hair appointment or whatever. But people that are just I'm gonna go for an hour. I'm like, one, I'm bored.
Yeah, give me more.
Fucking try, hot girl going ska. Stop it. You can't just be hot and go. That's cheating.
Yeah, you need another layer to the sandwich, please. Mm-hmm. And put some crinkly paper on that sandwich while you're at it. Thanks.
Yeah. Put on a fucking nurse outfit and care for me.
Oh my gosh. See, I'm the exact opposite. I thought that I was a freak growing up because I just couldn't. As a child, I couldn't handle noises, people chewing, the noise of chewing. Which I didn't learn was a word either. Misophonia or misophonia or something.
Yeah, ADHD.
I don't think it's ADHD.
No, misophonia? Really? That's interesting. It's like a loud chewer, you just can't, if somebody's just crunching on something, your sister would be just fucking up her kicks in the morning, and you'd be like, no. Oh, God.
I would, this is so terrible, but I would I felt like such an asshole as a kid because I would have to remove myself. If one of my friends was smacking real hard, I would be like, look, it's actually not you. You live your life and just chew how you want to chew. But I'm going to just go into the other room real quick. We're going to meet up after macaroni and cheese and we're going to have a blast. But I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. And it's something that I still feel terrible about it.
You don't need to feel terrible about it.
No, because on some level,
now you understand. Now you have a vocabulary for it.
I know,
understand.
But on some level, it's still kind of an asshole thing to be like, I can't handle what you're doing. I'm leaving. On
some level, it's still kind of a pervert thing that I enjoy going to the doctor in a weird inside my head way. So but what are you gonna do? It's your brain. You can't fucking help how that shit's wired.
I know. I just can't. It's gotten better. better. It's gotten better, I think, as I've gotten older. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Maybe it's like also OCD or something.
I'm imagining this moment where you like despondent, like lonely Paul in the lunchroom at high school wearing his fucking mittens, trying to eat by himself. He's just like gets up and walks away, and people are like, "What's the matter with Paul?" And it's like, I don't know. He just does that sometimes.
He just can't do. Exactly. He can't do chips. Everyone's eating chips today. It's not good. It's not good for him.
Not good.
He'll be totally normal after lunch.
Mouth breathing.
He'll be back.
It's cold and flu season. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know what it's.
Don't beat yourself up about it, man. I mean, that's also.
I got to get over it. We're working stuff out right now on this episode, and this is good. We're getting it all out there.
What is Mystic Lasagna if not sort of our personal friend talk therapy?
Yes,
where we read lasagna, where we read Garfield comics and then blow them way out and talk about the cosmic ramifications of them.
And our therapist is orange, and he loves sleeping and hates Mondays.
God, I would love it if I went in and I was just like,
awesome
Doc,
therapist.
I don't know, it's weird. I got fucking like super horny at the family reunion, and the doc was just like, yeah, it's Mondays, and just threw a fucking pie at me, and it's like, see yourself out.
I'm gonna go take a nap with this spider mouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna hug my teddy bear. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But that is what we do here, friends. This is Mystic Lasagna, and that is what Paul and I do. We're gonna randomly generate. We've been saying randomly generate for 5 years now. There's a random button. We're not generating it. I don't know. Maybe we are.
Yeah, we're letting the kind of the zeitgeist. We're letting the field with the capital F kind of randomly select it from the Fieldgeist. Yeah, we're letting the Fieldgeist select it.
The Field and Christ Center.
It's generating the choice. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And we're asking, of course, yes, all of our many oracles and what's the conduits, I guess, is the mystical conduit of Gawcomics.com. We're asking it to present us with today's reading from the Garfield canon.
Yes.
And it does it in a random way. But of course, the random button is just an algorithm, and algorithms are just God.
Yeah. We got to figure out. It would be interesting to talk to the Gawcomics team and like actually find out, because there's a person that created the randomized comic algorithm.
I mean, it's not random because it's an algorithm. Like you need an actual random. We would need a 3,000 sided dice to like do that. And I don't know. There's like I get this way about as an RPG dweeb. I feel the same way about electronic dice rolling like apps and technology, and I'm like, nah, there's a pattern. It's just real big. But then again, you could just look at me and be like, yeah, if you're rolling a fucking dice over and over again, isn't that what The Beautiful Mind was about? Wasn't it about Russell Crowe just staring at pigeons and trying to be like, where's the pattern?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Oh. Yeah, I gotta do
big
more
enough and big enough
stuff.
and big enough. There's yeah, absolutely. You should absolutely lose your shit and start fucking Charlie Daying it about pigeons.
Yeah, and just drawing things in like artfully in a scene frame with my mind. You know, X plus 27, like just over someone's face that I'm talking to.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you are that meme.
Carry
of
the
lady.
2, carry the 3. Yeah,
or Zach Galifianakis in the Grammy Award nominated film.
Oh yes, The Hangover. Yes,
The Hangover.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know what you think we've been doing for 5 years, but
we've
essentially been like, okay, Old Man Greyweeze is connected to the neighbor, is connected to this suit, and this. Yes.
Yeah, true. Very true.
We're just really calm about it because it's a mindfulness podcast as well.
Yeah, and we're not at like Red Yarn level yet either. No. Like that's a whole nother step, and we haven't.
No, well, it's
that.
hard to string up Red Yarn on your feed.
Yeah.
We've been doing it with season numbers and hashtags. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
What is a hashtag if not an electronic piece of red yarn?
Beautiful. I love that.
Yep. And algorithms are God. Random comic.
Wow.
Oh, algorithm, deliver unto us Gawcomics, the comic that we need today.
Oh.
Garfield by Jim Davis for January 25th. Almost my birthday.
Wow.
2016.
Whoa. Are the colors kind of popping to you on this bad boy? Colors are popping real hard.
That was
the white eyes of Garfield.
The first thing I thought. Something about this. It's that. Well, you know what? It's January 25th. It's right in it. This is that. This is that. I guess it's last year's now. Advent. That like Aquarian, Advent, like color structure. There's something about the like pink and the blue and the purple that are very like wintry but hopeful, right? I mean, it's Advent colors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Stuff happening in the middle of the winter.
Our Lord and Savior coming into the world to forgive us of our sins and die brutally.
Yes.
At the hands of the dirty Romans.
Yeah, they were probably filthy. I mean, just think about all the dust.
They wiped their asses with a communal sponge. The Romans were gross, man.
Gross. What? That's
man.
awful. Roman
bathrooms would just say you'd pass it down. People would. There was just like a big dookie butthole sponge that they had, and you would like go into the bathroom and use it, and then pass it on. I don't know why you think it's that much less gross to scrape the crap off of your ass with a piece of fucking thin, flimsy paper, but okay. I mean, you don't share it.
I don't like any of it. You don't share it.
This episode is just Alex extra torturing. I didn't get to torture you last week.
Oh man.
You could absolutely. One of the subheaders for this podcast could be like Alex Murray brutalizes his friend with graphic scatological imagery.
Yeah. That's
for half
the
a decade.
That's the keyword tag. Oh my gosh.
Paul, you want to do a podcast? Buttholes.
Yes.
Buttholes. Dirty buttholes. Dirty buttholes.
No.
Yeah, man, but they were probably pretty gross. So, like, you know, I'm sure the like spirit of the side was also covered in giardia. So, sorry, Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, the zeitgeist at the time was definitely for everybody to be filthy and share butt sponges.
Ew. Oh, no.
The mightiest empire in the world.
Whole 30 minutes.
You can walk the length and breadth of the Roman Empire and not be accosted by any human being on earth for the power of our republic. We have made arts and culture, and we have made philosophers.
Oh my god!
Hey, can you pass me the butthole sponge?
I'm just impressed that we got to Jesus and buttholes before 10 minutes.
Oh man. Well, to quote Garfield in the first one here, time for bed.
Time for bed. Oh my god.
I love how resigned he looks. Like how like ready but also like
he's a creature of habit.
Yeah, but also he like looks resigned to the inevitability of needing sleep, which is a thing you and I've talked about in our lives a lot.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if we were that villain in James Bond who just like got in his sweet machine and Pierce Brosnan's like, I can't do as much as you. You never sleep.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyone? Rad. Nobody can catch
reference?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that
guy? You
the
know,
world
that
is not enough, I think. Is that one?
Yeah,
Nice.
The Ice Castle one. Solid. Yeah. Solid Bond flex. Pierce flex.
Oh, yes. You just Brosnaned everyone.
Oh.
Pierced the veil.
Wow.
Brosnantly. Time for bed, he says. Just sitting there. He's locked in, you know. His back is hunched up. It's never occurred to me to worry about Garfield's spine till just now, but like, what's going on back there?
I've got kind of a hot take, though. I think that the box has been too small forever for old boy.
Oh, it
way
has
too
to be
small.
That we've established over and over again
up.
that there's a TARDIS situation, right?
Sure. Yeah, he
will
can
start
travel.
pulling fucking like all sorts of stuff out of there.
That's his Poppins bag. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I agree. It just looks uncomfortable. But also, cats. You got what? You've got the loaf. You've got the burrito. You know, they kind of like getting squished up.
The burrito.
Yeah, you know when they just loaf it up, everything
I
just
love
goes
that.
like flunk. Yeah,
you just flunk it. Well, you like cats are liquid, right? You've seen that before. That they will just conform to any vessel you pour them into.
Yeah, fair. Also, I'm just thinking about this real quick. Do you think that Garfield is tucked in every night? Because it is tight. That blanket is tight around the old boy.
Does
I mean,
John
he's got to
come
get tucked
and
in,
tuck
right?
him? Yeah, I mean, he must. Either that or, like, he's got a move where he, like... My wife does this, where she, like, rocks herself back and forth until she's, like, burrito tucked it in.
Holy
And it's
cow.
really cute because she'll do it, and then I'll, like, look
impressive.
at her and fucking rip that shit back out and be like, no. Well, literally wait till she goes to sleep, and then I'm like, fuck that. I cannot sleep.
great.
I can't sleep with anything tucked anywhere.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
restrictive,
yeah.
man. I need freedom. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I fucking sleep jazz, dude. I need to be able to fucking
I've got to have
everywhere.
a foot sticking out. Definitely.
But yeah, no, so he's tucking himself in, or like the security there too, right? Like, and you know, I guess I get that too. Like some nights you just got to be real tucked in. And he is, and we got to get to the end of this comic real quick because it doesn't take long.
Yeah. I love the second panel, the emotional panel, of course.
Yeah.
He has a shocking realization that where he is.
Yes.
He doesn't know where he is in the beginning, but it's grounded in his realization of space. Number 2.
Of time. Like, well, the first one is his realization of time.
Sure.
Time for bed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's time for something to happen.
Yeah.
And then he notices spatially where he is. So it's like when, then where. And he's like, wait, what the fuck? I'm already in bed.
Yep.
And then in the third is the realization of like his own place in time and space.
Yeah.
Because
and how he responds. Yeah.
And how happy he is with it.
So happy.
And beautiful that he's like doing exactly what the universe needs from him. This is blissed out Garfield, right? In the third panel. Like it's my favorite. Like this is toys almost, right? Like this is a face we see him when he's fucking around with Yarn or with Pookie and nobody's looking and he's just catting as hard as he can.
Oh yeah.
And he's got this blissed out look and he just says, "Look at me. I forgot to get up today."
Oh, Garfield. Oh my gosh. And also Cats Love Sleeping, like grounded. Jim Davis, keeping it real, true to the nucleus of the idea of Garfield. Wonderful cat tropes.
Yes, so good. Perfect as a cat, but also perfect for the rest of us because I mean this is where we see Garfield ourselves in Garfield when it's time to like have you ever I mean this is purely exactly what it is to like have a moment of realizing that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, exactly when you're supposed to be, and that like the universe has put you exactly there to do exactly this, and it's your job, and you were way ahead of it, and you're like, yes.
Oh yeah,
this is a mushroom trip shit, man.
Yeah, for sure. Very affirming. Like this is so on brand too for Garfield. It just feels like reading it as someone who knows Garfield and who's like been with Garfield through the years. This is very like it's very centering, you know? Mm-hmm. You get that like really nice feeling of this goes along with the field geist, the feline geist. It all lines up and it's satisfying.
Absolutely. Do you ever like?
It's where he is. It's where he's supposed to be. He loves.
One of my favorite things that happens to me in like being a node of the universe trying to become more aware of itself is when I'll wake up after like drinking and I'm like, oh god, I fucking need like water and a Tums and like some donuts, and then I look beside me on the bed. And drunk Alex has left me water and some Tums.
Yeah.
And some donuts and maybe even a little note that says like, you can do it, buddy.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you got this.
Look at me. I knew I was going to be hungover the whole time. And like, you've made preparations. Like
that's great. It's just written in
preparations.
Blood. You got this, Alex.
You make preparations to do like what you knew you needed to do. I've got a thing. I'm looking at a fucking Post-it note on my computer that says to live as my future self every day. To live as your future self. To like be
that's good.
Who you're supposed to be in the future now. It's fake it till you make it mentality, right? And like this is what Garfield's got going on right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to go to sleep. This is my secret, Cap. I'm always in bed.
Oh yeah, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you're kind of reminding me of this thing that I can't remember where I saw it. The internet wanted me to see like a video of someone doing this, but it was it was quantum projection. When you're talking about living as your future self, and it's like imagining,
it's like chaos magic, principles where I yanked that from. But no, please.
Yeah, it's like it's imagining. Okay, so all right, so I think quantum projection, the idea behind that sort of like intentionality, kind of sort of like focus practice, kind of secret-esque sort of manifesting. You're supposed to view the perfect alternate reality of your perfect self and like sit in that reality and like imagine the smells and the feelings and like what you're doing and what you're wearing and where you are and where you're going and all this stuff, and then like return back to your present reality with all of that like knowledge in your bones,
Yes.
Which I think is super cool. And it's just like another flavor of manifesting.
A roadmap to that place, right?
Exactly.
So now when you like are going through your life and you smell that smell, you're like, yes, this is what I want to. It points you towards it, and you've set that all up as a roadmap. I mean, that's what manifesting is, and that's what a fucking checklist is, right? So a 5-year plan is chaos magic, right? It's sigil work, right?
Your vision board is just your to-do list. Like you committing to focus on your to-do list in a fun way where you also cut out pictures in magazines.
Like a to-do list is chaos magic. You like write a thing down and then you do it and then you cross it off and exit out. And then the more that you do the thing that you say you're going to do, the more the universe has like respects your will and gets out of your way when you're trying to do something or helps you out because it knows it's going to happen. And so the universe like does it for you. And this is nice. We haven't gotten real fucking really magical on the show in a minute.
Yeah.
And I think like that's really, this is like Garfield's already, this is what the result of that behavior looks like.
Yeah.
When you're like, it's the fucking, it's goddamn David Byrne looking around and going, how did I get here?
Yeah. Whoa. Yes. Thanks everybody. Do you have any questions? Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And it's you're like, wait a minute. I was just like in the drift. I just plugged in so hard and did like followed the roadmap that I set up for myself, and that I let the universe help me set up for myself.
Yeah,
I love that.
And you're like focusing on it so much that you are ready for it when it presents itself.
Yeah.
I think the hard part for me and to-do lists is going out onto the balcony during a full moon and lighting them all on fire. Is like it's fun. But the fact that I have to do it every full moon, it's exhausting. And waiting for the full moon, I got a freaking stack
magic's hard work, dude.
I got a stack of to-do lists that I gotta freaking burn, and I can't because I'm waiting for the moon to catch up with me.
And then if you miss it, it's another goddamn month, man. That's the like.
I know. Please
listen. You lock yourself into phases like that too, and it's the weird thing in between, like who's governing who. Like, am I working within the phases of the moon and the wheel of the year, or is it working on me?
Yeah.
And like that again, though, is you're like, wait a minute, it's time to lock into the phases of the moon. Oh shit, look at me. I already locked into the phases of the moon.
Hey, I'm here.
And like, you're like, I've got to burn these things. And then you just see, all of a sudden you're just out there,
Yeah.
2.5 weeks from now, when it's the full moon again, your ass is just out on your balcony fucking lighting crap on fire and throwing it in the street. And when an officer's like, sir, you'd be like, it's called manifesting, officer.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Here, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of my vision board. You'll understand. It's huge.
Just whip a copy of The Secret at a cop.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy like 300 copies of The Secret.
Yeah.
I've got the profit right here, I guess, right?
That works too. Yeah.
Just fucking hand them out.
Here you go. Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is why
just
there's
give them
smoke.
to people. Yeah, here. Officer. Sir, do you know how fast you were going? As fast as I was supposed to be going, officer.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I have to write you a ticket. Well, then clearly the universe needed you to write me a ticket.
Yeah.
We're just doing exactly what we need to be doing, officer.
Yeah. Thank you. Here's a candy bar. You want a candy bar?
Yeah.
Here
And you
go.
freak him out.
Yeah.
When he leaves.
Is this a bribe? Yeah.
I object, Your Honor. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sustain. It's okay.
Everything's going as planned.
Yep. This is all what's supposed to be happening. Sir, you brutally murdered an orphanage full of kids. I was supposed to, man.
Yeah.
We're all learning. The universe needed to know what it was like to burn down an orphanage, and today I am its instrument.
That's right. It's the only way I can get to that sweet Vader suit.
Just
I want
trying
it
to live.
so bad.
Yep.
I want
Anakin
it so
was just
bad.
trying to live as his future self while he was fucking murdering all those little children.
He really was following his bliss and living his future self.
It's called manifesting. Look it up.
Yeah.
I live as my future self every day. Come here, you tiny little kid. I'm going to light sword you to death, you fucker.
Oh, this feels right. This feels right.
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Oh my gosh. What a
Look
guy.
at me. I've murdered all the Jedis. Good job, Vader.
Time for a nappy nap and a treat. I've got to treat myself.
I can have a little lasagna salami as a snack.
He would eat salami. What a freak.
Vader's just a cat, right? He's just
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Vader, you can't kill all those kids, and he's like, what?
Yeah.
Like knocks all the
I'm
the
mad.
Padawans off of the fucking
Off the table, yeah. I want to see what happens. I'm bored.
I'm bored. I want to overthrow the ancient religion. I've had enough.
Yeah.
I want to see if my son can restore balance to it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God. Fuck me.
Man.
That's great shit. I mean, and that's all, you're just projecting into the future and like having force visions and shit. It's all the same magic, man. You just got to try to be plugged in and try to be like up to it and like take those moments, right? Where you're like, it's the realization in time, the realization in place, and then you're like, nice.
Yeah, all is
That,
good.
like,
also,
man,
this is Garfield's future self, clearly. Like in one reality of his own, like quantum projection is just sleeping all like constant sleep and chill.
Yep.
Like if you look at a cat, like maybe a goal is to sleep in a sunbeam all the time. You know?
Well, yeah, that's why they get up and move when the sunbeam moves.
Exactly.
If it was just sleep on the floor, they'd just stay there.
Yes. Just 24/7, just like sunbeam to sunbeam.
Yeah. And then like whatever's going on in their head, and they get there, and like by the end of the day, they're like, look at me. I slept in the sun all day.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. It's time for bed.
I did it. And it's the thing where like you're like, I just did 5 days, right? I missed last week because I was up in Maine paddling around.
Yes.
And it was
You were in a sunbeam, for sure.
I was in a big sunbeam, and
Yeah.
I kept going the whole time, like for months coming up to it, because we're still in this place where I'm used to like things disappearing still because of like COVID and like whatever.
Yeah,
and I got into this mindset where I'm like, when you plan something, the universe doesn't necessarily get out of the way. The universe has been fucking headbutting a lot lately.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then you just sort of have to get used to like letting things go. Also, I've been booking more work and working more,
Yes.
and that makes the things go away too. I've lost it in the last couple of years. I've made a whole lot of plans that I had to just let go, not cancel. Just like, hey, something else has happened, and I have to let that thing I was looking forward to go.
Yeah.
But man, I like really was like, I'm just gonna be in a canoe for 5 days. I'm just gonna be in a canoe for 5 days.
That's
And
great.
like, you know what? I brought my guitar, and I was like, I'm not gonna be pushy about this or be weird. I'm just gonna have my guitar. We're gonna be, and then like night 5, I was around a campfire with my wife and another friend. Basically a band had formed, and we were taking requests and calling stuff out, and it was the like time to sing. Oh, look
Yeah.
at me. I like.
Oh, here's a guitar.
I forgot to worry about any of it or worry about what we were gonna do, and I just was here and open and ready, and then like concert time. Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
it was awesome. And you're like, yeah, that's you. You just like are prepared for it. You've got your bed. you know you're in it, and like when it's time to sleep, you sleep.
Yeah, and when you have all that like base stuff covered, if you're like, I'm where I need to be, I know what I'm doing, it makes it so much easier to like add on and move forward.
You don't have to move,
else.
right? You just go to sleep because you're like, oh, I'm here. I'm in the bed. Yeah.
To like add you'd be like, okay, guitar is happening. I can focus on this, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice to like,
or even blow out and go above it, right? Like we were singing songs and I was like, I haven't sung a song forever, but like somebody else had brought an iPad full of stuff and I've faked so many songs and like I don't have to worry about harmonies because like Meredith and I have sung a million times together, and so it's just like happening. And like so many people were like, that was awesome the next day, and we were like, oh, you know, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. I'm glad. But like also like, you know, somebody was like, how... Somebody
How'd you
looked at
do
me
that?
and was like, I swear to God, somebody looked at me and was like, how'd you get so good? And I was like, fuck you mean? And they were like, how'd you get really good at like the guitar? And I was like, I played the guitar every day for the last 10 years. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've done.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Exactly. I guess, how did I get so good at a sing-along? Oh, I guess I've done fucking 5,000 sing-alongs in the last 10 years. So
yeah.
It's probably
has to do with that.
I bet it's 1,500. But yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. No, it's true though. Like, and if you have all the, I don't know.
And Garfield practices sleeping hard.
Oh, practices all the time. Yeah. And he's got his like,
I mean, he tucks himself in, you know, like he
figured out.
He gets himself locked in, you know, he knows how to get in there.
He's got his moves. Yeah. Once you have your moves down and you're like you're in the practice of it all. It's easier to do sleep jazz, you know? It's easier to go off and start improvising on top of all that bass that you've built for yourself, you know?
Yeah, for sure. You can get weird and still fall asleep if you've taken the time to like just stay in bed all day.
Yes.
And really commit to the idea of sleep.
Yes, exactly. You can sleep so much. You can start dreaming about cool shit. You can start, you know, doing that thing where you walk around in your dreams, get so lucid.
Hell yeah. And then you just like, there you are. And you look up and you're like, in my dreams, I'm on my balcony lighting to-do lists on fire.
Exactly.
At the moon.
Yeah, dude. Whoops, I'm the moon now.
Look at me. I forgot to ever leave the balcony.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm the moon now. Yeah. Look at me. Oops. I am the moon. I was the moon the whole time.
Shoot.
I was burning to-do lists at myself.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Well, I think that's, you know, a great place to leave.
Oh, this is such a nice comic. It's so, like, satisfying.
I do love the simpler ones, man. Like, I really love the ones where we really get that, like, Taoist, like, 2 lines, very simple, like, here's a little concept, and, like, play with it. And they're my faves, and it was nice to play around in the ye olde sandbox with you and all of you listeners today. Yes. Hope no one stepped on a cat turd. And if you did, you were probably supposed to.
That's right. It was meant to be there. Good job.
Garfield put that turd there just for you.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He just reached out of the comic strip and plopped a little turd. Take solace in that. While we're all in the middle of impending every 10 days massive natural disasters. The universe flooded the Dodger Stadium just for you. Mm-hmm. Cool, guys. Yeah. Maybe we should will things the other way. So let's all get that manifesting power going towards healing. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Well, yeah, man. Podcast is at Mystic Lasagna on the stuff. I'm at our Alex Murray on the stuff. I'm at Pashy. Till next time, tuck yourself in. Yeah. Build your base. Hurl flaming sigils at the moon. Ooh. Lasagnaste. Missing sock.
Oh, there it is.